Hello, everyone. My name is Imani Walker. This is my Communication 610, the social creation of organizing presentation is everything Gucci, fashion branding and racial insensitivity, findings and implication. I will discuss the textual analysis of household name brands that have been in the media for their lack of racial insensitivity and the use of Black cultural appropriation as well as other cultures to lure in new customers. Through this analysis, I hope there is a better understanding of the importance of diversity in leadership roles, the research behind branding, and poor marketing tactics, and how better to resolve cultural insensitive issues before it is too late. Gucci, Katy Perry shoes, H&M, Ralph Lauren, and Kim Kardashian have had all a full 2019 year of PR racially insensitive bluffs, all of which could have been avoided if diversity was resignated in the leadership decision-making roles. Gucci, Katy Perry, both adorned blackface. Gucci came under fire last year for their lack of knowledge of Black history by adorning a black turtleneck sweater with two large red lips covering a model's face and seemingly showing the identifiable blackface. For those who do not know what blackface is, blackface began in the U.S. after the Civil War as white performers played characters that demeaned and dehumanized Black Americans. The high-end fashion brand on Friday announced initiatives to instill cultural diversity and awareness within their company. Katy Perry also, a few weeks after, had the same issue with her shoe design being shown the same reminiscent racist blackface. Another marketing blip was on H&M's website, having a Black child wear a hoodie reading, "Coolest monkey in the jungle." While the mother of this child, who was from London, England, saw no issue with him wearing the sweatshirt as a means for him to be a model and he got paid for the job, Black Americans were there to point out the small racially charged act as a means to demean the child. Ralph Lauren came under fire after being accused of cultural appropriation for using the letters of the Phi Beta Sigma fraternity on chinos that were put up for sale without their consent. The Phi Beta Sigma fraternity was founded in 1914 at Howard University by African American students A. Langston Taylor, F. Morse, and Charles I. Brown, with the aim of exemplifying the ideals of brotherhood, scholarship, and service. Ralph Lauren issued a statement rendering an apology and also confirming the chinos will be pulled off their sites. Kim Kardashian West's latest venture, Skims, formerly known as Kimono, is a line of solution wear. Her creative take on the more typical shapewear, which used to be called girdles and before that corsets. Kimono was Kim's attempt at catchy wordplay, something reminiscent of her name, but did not translate well with the Japanese leadership. Traditional kimonos, which date from the 16th century, according to the Victoria and Albert Museum, have many associations. Those tend to not involve lingerie, Hollywood celebrities, or reality TV. Kim said in a statement to the New York Times, the name was meant to be a nod to the beauty and the detail that goes into a garment, that goes into making a kimono. But this just became a subject on all online websites that she was being charged of ignorant and offensive misuse. If we think away from racial cultures and about business culture, according to our course text, there are 7 elements that make up an organization's culture. Members' use of language and creating metaphors solely identifiable through one's organization. Day-to-day rituals, the stories that bring history, tangible items, logos, colors that identify the organization. Former CEOs or heroes that even identify whether good or bad bosses that brought about the ideals of that organization. Members' expected performance and core values that bring about the shared beliefs in the organization. These elements are important in identifying the organization. Easy clues we see in branding, such as Gucci with the red stripe and a green stripe, Nike with the check and their slogan, "Just do it," and even Target with their most identifying logo across the nation, It is safe to say these brands use most of it, if not all, of the elements that stand up against other well-known brands and have been adorned by all prominent Black actors, musicians, and athletes for years. In order to keep up with trends and bring in customers of all races, ages, genders, and sizes, there is a person or people that is constantly researching on how to develop the next item and where to market. What seems to be very clear is that the idea of that is that none of these people are African American. Because of the most identifiable elements in the Black culture, and they're now being used by big name fashion brands as a means to be casually racist. The lack of sensitivity by these designers and those supported them and saying this is just a trend and that it's being misinterpreted was a marketing mess that could have been avoided and had been if there was diversity and care to the design, and that mistake would have been caught. In our Week 7 team-led discussion, we talked about negotiating organizational differences. Team 4 had us watch a McDonald's commercial that displayed the perfect cultural sensitivity that all companies of all avenues should want to show. Being aware of all buyers is something that is important in understanding the consumer differences that we face in the fashion industry today. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.